Hi everybody, my name is Anne Gambler. I chose the Art Nouveau region of the Scotland Glasgow Art School, not only because I hope to one day visit the country of Scotland, but because the Glasgow style that originated there attracted me with its ethereal and spooky quality. I was also inspired by the school teaching women, two of which were important leaders of the art movement in Scotland, the MacDonald sisters, Margaret and Frances. The Glasgow school permitted men and women to participate together, leading to the eventual meeting of the sisters to the other members of the Glasgow Four, James Herbert McNair and Charles Rennie Mackintosh. Later, one of the four would eventually marry each other, Frances and Herbert in 1889, and Margaret and Charles in 1900. The main method of which promoted the Glasgow school artists was a journal called The Magazine. It showcased artistic work, including a pond pictured here on the left, designed by Frances MacDonald in 1884. It is a watercolor and pencil drawing on gray paper. It depicts creatures beneath the surface of a pond, tadpoles, and anthropomorphic figures that could resemble dragonfly nymphs, celebrating the spooky, somewhat dark, symbolic nature of the Glasgow style. The publication was student-run and appeared in 4 volumes between 1893 and 1896. The immortals here pictured on the right were a group of friends studying at the school in the 1890s. The group acted as somewhat of an artistic rebellion that engaged in the newest artistic trends of the time and pushed artistic boundaries through the exploration of Celtic symbolism and fairy tales. They were excited about artists like Aubrey Beardsley and Japanism, all of which culminated into the Glasgow style. 2 of the most successful graphics of the style are shown here: the Glasgow Institute of Fine Arts poster and the Scottish Musical Review. The Glasgow Institute of Fine Arts poster was a collaboration of McNair and the MacDonald sisters in 1895. It shows a choice of their muted color palette in purples and greens and stylized human and plant forms. They often used distorted mystical proportions, geometric, and organic images. The images appear mounted or sprouting from a stylized seed. The typography is shown as irregular, blocky lettering with artistic names stacked vertically, going in an unconventional and modern way. Japanism is seen in the emphasis of clean lines and flat planes. The Celtic influence is seen in the mystical and linear imagery. The Mackintosh rose is one of the most recognized symbols in Charles Mackintosh's designs, geometric angles and organic curves typical of Art Nouveau and Japanese art. The Glasgow school got its nickname Spook School due to the mystical and ethereal quality of the artwork created, and a great example of which is here on the right, Frances MacDonald's Autumn. The artwork is a great example using watercolor, depicts spooky elongated figures and dreamlike atmosphere. The Willow Tea Rooms, commissioned by entrepreneur Catherine Cranton, really showcased the innovative total design approach of the husband and wife team Margaret MacDonald and Charles Rennie Mackintosh, which integrated environments where the elements like the furniture, the lighting, menus, etc. were all a cohesive part of an artistic vision. The Glasgow style eventually influenced the Vienna Succession during the 1900s exhibition, where the 4 presented their designs. The aesthetic impacted Gustav Klimt and Joseph Hoffmann, and later paved the way towards the modern and Art Deco movements. Thank you.